One moment, please. Alright, give me just a moment. I've got something to take care of, and I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Because if I don't, then I'm going to die. Alright. We'll be right back.
Probably should have typed into the chat that I would be right back instead of just muting my mic, but I didn't think of it at the time, so. Actually, I need to use the restroom now that I've taken care of something for a neighbor, so I will be right back. I'll type that in the chat. Alright.
guess I would have definitely and could have picked a better scene. To pause. The mundane world. Alright. Infinite Waiver. Welcome to the Infinite Waiver. Where we are exploring Caledon Forest here in Guild Wars 2. Caledon Forest, the 1 through 15 zone. Let's wait for this to move out of our face. And yeah, I think we actually entered this right here, down here, about somewhere. And then we just started going this way. I'm not exactly sure where we entered, but this is where we are now, in the Witchmire Swamp. And we're hugging the left edge of the map all the way around the territory until we get back to where we were, and then we're going to spiral over into the center of the map to discover what we can. And doing simple things along the way that we can that are relatively easy. Like this heart right here is pretty close. Help the wardens in Witchmire Swamp. Destroy corrupted plants, husks, and thorns. Fight the Nightmare Court and their minions and free prisoners. Okay, alright, so the Nightmare Court is up to some bullying. You know, they're just it's not nice. You know, they're trying to enforce their. Wow, hold on a second. That's a pretty cool. Okay, so that's just a different way around. Size of the interface. You can ask him that, chat. This dude right here is gonna be a.
Kill him!
Oh shoot, I didn't mean to attack that boar. What happens when you don't understand your skills? I guess it's pork for dinner. That's what I meant to attack, and I thought that was a throwing attack, but it's not. Throw axe. That's a throwing attack.
My strength increases!
Guess they're gonna be closer to make a melee attack.
So much power!
afternoon.
power!
Happy Easter. Whoever you may be. I'm trying to search. Am I in battle? Why can't I move? What did I do? What did I do? Am I DCing? Alright, that worked. Oh, I see. I was locked into the chat. Whew.
Yeah, for those of you just joining us, options, display tab. Oh my goodness, you are answering my question.
Welcome to the stream, first of all. Infinite Wave, welcome to the Infinite Wave. Let me get to a relatively safe spot here, so I can do this without being assaulted.
Alright, options, display tab. Fourth option down, interface size.
Okay, alright, wait. No, that's not what I wanted. Options. Display tab. Display. You mean you're talking about graphics? Graphics tab?
Turn your voice.
Up a little? Really? My microphone is at maximum. It seems like you'd be able to hear it quite well unless I need to change something in the game settings. Yeah, graphics tab. Okay, graphics. Interface size, normal. Oh, so it's not a slider, it's just the best I can get is small. Alright, well that's better anyways. Thank you kindly. Alright, let me check my audio section here just in case there's effects, no, master volume. Sound quality. Let's go with a little bit shorter music interval. I like that idea. And we'll leave the quality right where it is. Yeah, so how is the mic sounding now?
Or Aura. Oira. Tikari. You're suddenly slightly louder.
Oh, I was looking down at, I know what it is. I was looking down at the screen because I'm viewing the stream on a Chromebook. And the screen is much smaller and a little bit farther away, so I was leaning in to see it. That's probably why you could not hear me.
But then you're also not currently fighting, so maybe it just seems louder.
Okay, yeah, it might have had something to do with the fighting as well. At any rate, welcome to the stream. And thank you for your help.
I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce your
your name.
at least your name on the screen. Oira?
Moira? Is that correct? Oh my goodness. The mundane world reckons. Give me just a moment, please. That was my sister letting me know that she is dropping off some additional Easter goodies. Oira. Oira. I did. Oira. Okay. I'm glad I got that right. Oira. Well, welcome to the stream, Oira. Oira.
Tikari.
Oira. Tikari. Oira. What I'm doing here is revisiting the lands of Guild Wars 2. You may be a veteran. I'm not sure if you've played. I got the game actually the day it came out. I had pre-ordered it, and so we could continue our exploration. I got the game the day it came out, and this is a level 80 Norn Warrior. But I hadn't played the game for probably it's been at least 2 years. So I have this 80 Warrior, and that's the highest character that I have, and then a couple of alts. One of which I actually have attempted to start a Let's Play role play. Where I was attempting to role play. I'm gonna revisit that.
Kill him!
Continue that series. But streaming a role play is challenging. I'm learning to deal with the challenges of streaming a role play. Essentially, mixing in the elements of the mundane world. For instance, when my sister calls me to let me know that she's dropping off some cash that needs to fix. How to integrate that into an immersive way as I'm streaming. So yeah, I haven't figured out exactly how to do that. At any rate, what I'm doing here is I'm just exploring. I'm exploring Caledon Forest. And I'm also looking for vanilla beans. One of the main things I'm doing is my character here is a chef and a huntsman. And chef and a huntsman, and I'm looking for vanilla beans, which I had decided after some it was just challenging for me to look something up online.
For
But I
the
was
spirits!
sort of distraught is not the right word. I just really wanted to see how long I wanted to
Full
vanilla
of
beans.
adrenaline.
So I went to look, and there was a YouTube page saying something about the Caledon Forest is a good place, and I also didn't want to maybe try turning the music down a little. Oh, when the music plays? Oh yeah. Actually, I had turned it down a little bit, but I'll turn it down a little bit more. Music volume. Yeah, it's already down a good bit, but I'll turn it down more. There we go, because the master volume's up pretty high. Which I wanted, because I wanted to have a more immersive experience, whether I'm role-playing or not. So are you a Guild Wars 2 veteran? Is that a little bit better? Can you hear me all right now? These marsh
I
drakes,
can feel Bear's power!
they are not happy with me at all. You think so? You think you're a Guild Wars veteran? I don't know if you have to. If that almost sounds like some amount of speculation is present. You have played many hours. I don't know. Either that's extreme understatement, which it sounds like it probably is. Like you've been playing since Guild Wars 1, since the launch day of Guild Wars 1, something like that. Or we need to get a little bit more specific, like how many hours are there in a year? Let's see, gameplay hours. How many gameplay hours would I consider a lot? Well, let's see, can I do a slash played? Slash PLAYED. Is that possible? No. So would like 1,000? I would consider 1,000 hours of gameplay a relatively respectable sum. Slash age for me says, oh, okay, alright, 4,000, okay, that's right after you said, after I said I would consider 1,000 a relatively respectable sum, alright. Why is my cat talking? Alright, so type slash age. You've played this character for 280 hours.
Okay, you got me. You got me. 280. Well, that's this character, though. I do have 3 alts. Actually, I had 4 alts. One of them I deleted from my Let's Play. Still, I'm nowhere close to 4,894 hours. Alright, who is this? Warden? Let's see
I'm
what
ready
they
to
have
go.
say. Speak low, traveler. This area is overrun by the Nightmare Court, and Twilight Arbor is one of their main lairs. Kaith of the Firstborn has already gone ahead, looking for the Grand Duchess. Fowlane? Wow, okay, so this is... I also was not particularly focused on the lore and the story when I started. I actually own Guild Wars 1 and I have played it, but I didn't play it for very long. I'm interested in the story now. That's a dungeon intense. Do you have Discord? You could jump into Discord and just chat with me about this. Perhaps. What is Twilight Arbor? Why is Kaith here? Who is Grand Duchess Fowlane? What needs to be done? Alright, we're gonna look at this here. What is Twilight Arbor? Let's see what they have to say. Twilight Arbor is a huge maze of tangled roots and vines. There, Fowlane and her Nightmare Court. Okay, so Fowlane is like the leader of this Nightmare Court. Torture Sylvari and hold dark forbidden rites? That sounds horrible. Wow, okay, so that's pretty... Of course well, would you like to hop into Discord with me and hey, maybe we could even I don't know, play together if you want. I usually am pretty much of a lone wolf. I'm not in a guild or anything because I really like to take my time. In MMOs, people are like, oh, what's the point of an MMO without a large population and all that? And I'm just like, except for dungeons and raiding, I really, I don't know, tend to slow other people down, so I don't know. Anyhow, let me ask another question. Let's do that. Yeah, if you wanted to do something like that, I'd be down. Twilight Arbor is the 3rd dungeon. The 3rd dungeon. Alright, actually, that's another thing. I have not done any dungeons. I'm level 80, but I didn't even do, I think the first one that I was able to do was, I forget what it's called. But I haven't done any dungeons, not even the level 30 dungeon. What's the Discord? Okay, I gotta go find it. I have to actually open the Discord too. So give me a moment. I would have to open Discord first. And you said the mic sounded low, huh? Maybe I should... That's desktop audio. Turn this up as well, all the way? Almost all the way. Yeah, because when I listen back to my Let's Plays, I upload my Let's Plays and various gameplays to my YouTube channel, and it sounds okay. But maybe I'm just misled. Well, at least I can turn it up to a point where it's so loud that I have to turn it back down and can comfortably hear everything that's being said. Just loading up my Discord here. Which isn't that strange. I shied away from Discord for such a long time based on the name alone. I thought, okay, if they had named it like Harmony, right, or Cohesion, or Synergy, right? Synergy. Of those 3, that's clearly a cool name, right? What is this? Updater. Alright, let's... Okay. Summoning unnecessarily dramatic encounters. Alright, cool. That's what's happening here. Oh boy, that was all strange. Guess that's that. Yeah, so I didn't want to use Discord for the longest time. Ascalonian Catacombs. See something's Manor. Right, I think the Manor one is in Queensdale, right? Twilight Arbor. Then I think it's Sorrow's Embrace, Citadel of Flame, Honor of the Waves. Then I think it's the Ore one.
Okay, well, I haven't done any of them yet, so I basically have kind of the entirety of Guild Wars 2 yet to discover, even though I have one level 80 Norn warrior. Alright, let's see, is my Discord... Okay, here we go. So, how do I do this? I think I go to add, maybe? No, that's not it. It's not join a server. Oh, I gotta go get the thing that tells me, let's see, let me go to my channel first. That's what I need to do, make sure I'm in my channel. Invite people. Hidden, use copy button. Copy. Well, that's cool that they hide it actually, because I might not want to just give it out to everybody on my stream, but whatever. I've got to show you. I know what I'll do, I'll put it in the, no, I can't do that, that's stupid. I should just not be stressing about this at all. I'll just put it, where, in Discord? In Discord, of course. So right here, I'm going to copy and paste it. There we go. I can read it to you also. Or can you see that? I think the link is only good for one day anyways. Is that correct? So it's discord.gg/EUKYBB. I don't think Discord is case sensitive, but I'm not sure. Alright. I'm just going to wait until you... And then I'm just in the general. Well, now I'm in the general channel. Or maybe I'll just... Oh! Hey! Okay. Maybe I'll go ahead and pop back into game, and then if you have any issues with getting into game, or into Discord, I'll pop back out. Or maybe that's dumb. Maybe I should just wait. I think it's case sensitive. Alright, well then I'll tell you the cases here. So I'll read it again, unless you can see it on the stream. It's https://discord.gg/E lowercase u, lowercase k, lowercase y, lowercase b, capital B. And then I'm in the general channel. How do I make a post to the general? How do I make a post here on my...
Yeah, that's what now.
Oh, there we go. It's Oira. Welcome, Oira.
Okay.
Alright, let me check your volume here. That should be perfect, honestly. That doesn't sound too loud, I don't think. Say something. Anything.
Yeah, I'm saying words. There are words now.
Yeah, there are words now. Yeah, there are words now. Oh wow, what a marvelous laugh you have. That is an excellent laugh. Okay, that should probably come up all right on the stream
Okay.
as well. On the stream, if that's all right. You do realize I'm streaming.
It's fine.
obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I have no idea you're
right,
streaming.
right.
What are you talking about?
How did I get here? All right. So, well, I also upload segments usually. Not everything I do, but I do upload a lot of materials to my YouTube channel. So.
That's all good.
All right. Well, Oira, welcome. Welcome to the
Yes,
stream.
thank you.
And welcome to my little adventure here. I've got a veteran. Yeah, 4,800 and a lot of hours. Almost 5,000 hours into Guild Wars 2. I wonder how many hours are there in a year? You know what? I don't need to read this anymore. Well, maybe I should still. Do you know how many hours in a year?
No idea.
I'm just wondering. Wow, 4,000 hours. Because I think about the time I put into games in general. I'm not saying that in a derogatory manner. All right, let me.
What is it? 4894 divided by 24 equals 203 days, so it's not a year.
So okay, you say that like you're really feeling pretty glad about that. Like okay, it's not a full year that I was actually seated at my computer. I could for 24 hours a day for like you're saying it's not a full year. Okay, all right.
Over 5 years. The game's been out 5 years now.
Okay, all right. So
That's
enough of that time. No, it's not. You're good.
I haven't spent a fifth of my time sitting at my computer. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna look through here. Let's see. So what is the Twilight Arbor? I think, did I read that one yet? Oh,
Yes,
I
you
did.
clicked on
I
that
read
one.
that one right. I read that one, and then I was going through, why is Kate here? Have you heard of Wooden Potatoes? I presume you have.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he's pretty
He's-
cool. He influenced me quite a bit.
I've seen him streaming, but I tend to shy away from the ones that have a million people in the chat because I don't see the point if you can't talk to them.
Oh, right. I completely understand. I completely understand. Yeah, he's generally really responsive. I'm not trying to, like, you know, fuel my competition or anything. Not that I see him as competition. But his YouTube videos, he's very lore focused, and he's very knowledgeable about Tyria and Kryta, and he's read all the books, and he's just incredibly knowledgeable about the lore, which I found appealing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I love there's so much of it in this game.
yeah, right. So, let's see. She is hunting her former companion, Fowlin.
It's Fallon. Yeah.
Fowlin.
Yeah.
She said she
You'll
was
hear her name said very soon.
Okay. All right. Well, I just did. Fowlin. Oh, you mean spoken, like audibly?
Yeah, they actually say it all the time.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I know how to say it.
Oh, okay. That would help with pronunciation. Then. She said she was expecting others. Are you they? Well, I'm one of them, perhaps. I'm not a they, though. Who is Grand Duchess Fowlin? One of the firstborn, like Kaith. She now leads the Nightmare Court, but she is still dear to Kaith. I think that Kaith wants to resolve their problems once and for all. Resolve? I don't know, it sounds like Fowlin is pretty committed to the Nightmare Court. I don't see unless Kaith goes down some kind of... I'm just speculating here, I really don't know that much about the story, but I'm getting into it, right? So I'm wondering if Kaith is going to go down the dark path too, or if she's going to be able to save Fowlin. What needs to be done?
Have you not done the Heart of Thorns section?
I don't own it.
The story.
I don't
Oh,
own
okay.
it. Yeah, I pre-ordered the game, like I say, and had it in my hot little hands the day it came out, and played pretty much until I got to level 80. I didn't just try to burn through to get to level 80 either, but I played a lot when I first got it.
Yeah, I played quite a bit, and a little bit before Path of Fire came out, I stopped playing and came back about 3 weeks ago now.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Cool, so we're kind of having a similar experience.
Yeah, I did do the Heart of Thorns stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna probably end up purchasing that, but I figured before I do that, I should really, well, I purchased it, so I'm not even at the same level of restrictions as a free-to-play player. I actually have more freedom than they do because I actually purchased the game edition.
The core game, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm locked into something here.
Bailey's just finished too.
So much
Just rolled over.
Dailies. Okay. Yeah, I do know what.
So you got your new daily achievement chest that appeared.
Oh, okay, I see. So this is about the time of day when that happens. Boy, they just were ready to, like, shred. Oh my goodness, and there's even an archer here. Alright, you got a bow, I got a bow. Ready, let's go. Let's go. Ooh, you're on fire. Alright, how about a big one? Okay, they really are, they're not happy with me here.
No, they're Nightmare Court. They don't.
Yeah,
I don't like anyone, pretty much.
I pity them, though. I have to say, I pity them because I was walking through on my way to this zone, which, on my way here, I ran across the first nightmare. It was a nightmare pet trainer of some kind. And I saw them there, and he was like, go kill and whatnot. And the thing about it is I killed them because they attacked me, right? I was like, okay, well, if you're gonna openly attack me, in fact, I can go back to where it was here. If you're gonna openly attack me, you're clearly hostile, and I'm gonna have to defend myself, right? So I did. But then I was listening to this story of somebody. Oh my goodness, am I getting lost in the nightmare? Oh wait, chop. I can gather.
Yeah, there's a heart down in
Oh, I can tell.
the lower right of the map, which is it's really sad.
It's down
like-
here. Hold on a second, I can show you. It's Trader's Green, right outside of Trader's Green, town of Cathal. Alright, coming up through here, somebody explained that that they were locked in this nightmare, right? And because I was like, can they be helped, right? And they were like, we've tried. They said we've tried, we've tried, and
Yeah, there's
So-
a hut down in Brythorn Den and by the Spiral Waypoint,
is this?
where like, no, it's way down south.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Of this map, I should say. Where one of the things you can do is talk to these the Fernhound dogs that they've got trapped, and you can either scold them or like pet them.
Oh, right. That's a thing they were explaining too, like that the dogs that they
Yeah.
beat them, and so that they grew up, or not the dogs, but the.
To grow into submission, yeah. To
And
be a
that-
Nightmare Court Hound instead of a Fernhound.
Well, the result.
So sad.
They turned into Nightmare Court Hounds because it was their response to being treated with such aggression, right? So that's
Yep.
why I pitied them. I pitied.
Exactly.
I pitied their pets, certainly, and then I also pitied their owners because, imagine not even knowing that you're in a nightmare, right? And just not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that?
Yeah, they can't hear the dream anymore.
I don't know if I'm not all down with the dream now. Don't get carried away, because I also met the Soundless, right? So the Soundless I thought were pretty cool. Of everyone that I've met in Caledon Forest so far, the Soundless have been. They're just like, you know what? We're not down with dogma either, but we're not interested in like forcing other people to think what we think. So we're just gonna go off on our own.
The solution to the pale tree is not the Nightmare Court, basically,
No,
which is what
right.
they think they are.
No, I'm not getting that. That doesn't seem like a good. Okay, so I guess we'll continue this way. So my mighty plan here, my great, amazing plan in the Caledon Forest, while I'm looking for vanilla beans, because that is the prize, is to circle around and hug the left side of the map. And if I get like easy things like a heart that are close by, I'll go ahead and maybe do those, or waypoints certainly. And then spiral inward to the map until I've completed it. What do you think about that?
That's pretty much what I do. As I said, whenever I'm not doing anything else, like dungeons or something, I just explore the map, go along one edge, then go around the other edge, and then find the middle.
Okay, alright, that's cool. Let's see, a bag of luck. Alright, 600 luck.
I had a feeling you would answer the call. Let's head out.
Not that I always...
I love the option of the possibility of getting a Black Lion key.
Oh, right, they are quite rare. Although I have like 3 or 4 or 5. I don't know why I
Keys or
haven't-
the chests?
The keys. I have the keys too. Because I
Oh.
just didn't use them. They were kind of, well, the chests piled up, of course. And then my inventory was so full, I figured, well, I'll use that stuff. I'll open these chests once I don't have such inventory problems, but I'm gonna open
Understandably.
I've been watching other people's videos and whatnot, and they seem to be pretty exciting things for people, so I'm gonna open some of mine soon.
Yeah, you can get some. Like, the only reason I have a decent amount of money at the moment is because I got a really awesome drop that I didn't want, so I sold it.
Oh, nice! Yeah, it would be nice to have gold, too. 35 magic
Yeah.
find, 36 magic find. I'm up to 36% magic find. Because with
Awesome.
gold, I haven't actually, other than purchasing the base game, the core game, I haven't spent any money on this game. And with
Oh,
gold,
I've spent a shite ton.
Really? Okay. Alright, well, that's cool.
Yeah. But in saying that, the amount of time I've played, I get my money's worth.
Well,
But
hopefully. And that's cool. I believe in supporting the devs, honestly. Absolutely.
definitely.
Oh, hey, whoever that is. I am in
feel
Discord
Bear's
with
power.
Boyer here. Who you may have seen is chatting with me. Let's get running around. And welcome to the Infinite Wave. Just streaming and discovering Guild Wars 2 with Boyer here, who's a bit more of a veteran than I am.
A little bit.
Alright, quite a bit. She's basically living in Guild Wars 2 by this time and refers to this world that I'm speaking in as the mundane world. No, I realize you didn't actually say that, but it works.
No, you did that earlier.
Yeah. So that's from my That's from my experiences in the Society for Creative Anachronisms.
Yeah. No, I understand.
They refer to. It's like the SCA where you know dress up as knights and lords and ladies and all that. And I'm trying to see if there's an easy way for me to get this waypoint here, but I'm thinking that's probably
One to the north.
Wait, I
Gotta
already
go
got it.
around.
I already got it. So I don't know what, oh, there's a.
Yeah, that's the waypoint for the dungeon.
Oh, that's right. I've been here. I've been through here. Oh, these.
Yeah, you stood at the door of the dungeon and talked to the beast.
Yeah, right. I was just turned around. I was trying to get back to my left, hugging the left orientation. And I think I want to go back with my horn here. Kill him! Oh, right. 'Cause, wow. Oh no, is he getting lost to the nightmare? What's going on? Alright.
Gotta be careful about that.
Yeah. Wow, this looks kind of. Ooh, there's herbs over here. Oh, also, by the way, just for whoever else has joined the stream there, I am mostly looking for vanilla beans. Oh, those are carrots. But you know what? I've come this far. What is that? Jungle troll. You know
One
what?
more of these and I can finish this hat.
Are you in game?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, pardon me. I'm not a particularly presumptuous one. Alright, the jungle troll is there. Between me and my carrots, can I get the carrots without the jungle troll attacking me? I think I can. Let's see if my glamour... Oh, my glamour was not strong enough. You saw through my glamour. For anyone who's read any portion of the Mists of Avalon, although I think it's a convention used in a lot of magical fantasy lands, there's a spell, essentially a type of spell known as a glamour. Where is that you? Oh yeah, Nat Takari. Known
I already
as,
used Oira to carry, so I started running out of names.
yes, it is a challenge, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, where's my carrot? That's what I wanted. Did I get... I mean, I've got to fight more of them for carrots, really?
So what are you trying to use your vanilla beans for?
I'll show you in just a moment here. Can I... Oh, wow, okay, I'm right on the edge. Can you make it? Yes, you can. Let me take... Oh, there's two of them. Oh, I gotta go both. I should be alright here.
So much power!
Yeah, I don't know why I'm worrying. Being a level 80 and a level 15 zone.
I can take on the world!
Where are my carrots?
It's like they're not your carrots yet.
I know. Here, there. Alright, let's see. What was the question again? It was something about...
What are the vanilla beans for?
vanilla beans. Alright, let's find us a little safety. Oh, there's a heart. Vanilla beans are for... So I'm a chef. And
Yes.
I'm looking to increase my chef skill. I'm at 240 right now. I'm not actually
Oh,
looking
yeah.
for the vanilla beans to increase my chef skill, however. I made this dish here called this banana cream pies. And I had been looking at this for a while as I was leveling my chef skill. And I kept thinking, it just says gain health every second. And I kept thinking that's going to be, it doesn't specify how much health you gain per second. So I thought it's going to be a paltry sum, right? Nothing to really write home about. Nothing significant. Then I decided I was just going to go ahead and try one. And I tried one, and I was going around gathering resources. The amount of health that it's actually a relatively staggering health rebuff. It would heal me faster, like in a zone like this. I'll give you a demonstration. How about that? A picture's worth 1,000 words. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and consume one of these banana cream pies. Now, it makes me so strong that I will be able to heal more health than the enemy can damage to me. right? Is that a bold claim? Seems like it's
Not necessarily.
There we go. I would think that with down leveling, you know, so I'm level 16, I'm one level above this thing. Okay, that's not enough.
Ha! Extra damage.
Alright, now where are those things
It's like the
at?
mosquito's not even hitting you.
Yeah, it's like a mosquito, right? That was a bad example. I should have seen that going in. It's a mosquito, bro. Let's go back up here to these jungle trolls. They are a bit more ferocious. I can get up there easily. Oh my goodness. Are they gonna make me jump up there again? Alright, there's one. Oh, you know what? I missed my pet. My Let's Play character is a ranger.
Full of
a
adrenaline.
ranger. I really
Yep.
missed my pet. Oh, he's managing to do damage. Wait a minute. Gain health every second. Why am I? Oh, I am. Okay, so he's managing to hit me pretty hard here. Okay. he's just gonna.
He's also poisoning you.
Oh,
it's
is
probably
that
the
what it
poison
is?
that's-
That's the bleed. Yeah, I've got some bleed. So 715. 15, that's no, he's clearly doing more damage to me. But
It's still decent.
It's
Oops, like-
helpful. Yeah, it's like 15s, 84s, 7s. It would be nice if it was just one number, but so I could get a better idea. Because these numbers kind of overlay one another. So is that 10 and 23?
Yeah, I know.
Is that 23 and 10, or is it 2?
I'm playing a Condi Ranger. There are so many numbers jumping around. It's just like,
So a Condi Ranger, that would be Guild Wars 2 speak for a ranger that uses conditions as a main part of their strategy.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Iron's Arch is
For
Tyrion's
those of
greatest
you that
hope.
may not know. Okay, I don't need this person. Stay vigilant if you're traveling through Witchmire Swamp. Yes, I've learned that. The Lion Guard tries to keep the route through safe, but this stretch is still dangerous. We don't have enough patrols to keep the trolls at bay. Well, you know what? I think I can help you with that. Most
Yeah.
important. The most important thing is to clear out any trolls you find. Just make sure your head doesn't end up on the on their trophies, but it's okay. There are other pests around the road, but the trolls are the worst. Yes, they are. All right, got it. What else? I hope it doesn't bug you that I read these out.
no, it's all good.
We mark troll territory with signs, but the trolls are smarter than they look. We can barely keep the torches lit around here. We'd welcome any help you can give. Poison their food, kill them off, whatever you do. Poison their food. Alright, I'll keep that in mind while I'm on the trolls. I can't poison their food, that's just, that's...
It's a little bit too mean for you.
It is. We're supposed to be better than the trolls, right? Come on, you can't poison them. If you're gonna dispatch with the flow, walk up and do it. You know, take a stance. Oh no, I don't want that poison. Oh, I just did what I said I didn't want to do without realizing it. Okay. Okay.
It says poison right there.
I know, but I thought I was going to. Oh. So. Oh, this is. Cat class. Okay. Warning sign. Repair. Alright, we'll repair the warning sign. Yeah, I thought by hitting it I would, like, do away
Destroy
with
it?
Yeah, destroy it. And then I realized relatively rapidly. Perhaps some would say a little slowly. That was clearly like walking up to a big button that says push, and you see the weight hanging above your head. No. Alright, let's see here. Alright, fine. What is that? Is that herbage? Hero point.
Okay, so what am I missing?
Alright, so what are you up to, just out of curiosity?
One point of interest. I am currently. Oh, I know exactly which point of interest I've missed.
Are you here in this? Are you in Caledon?
No,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
be there shortly. I wanted to
Oh,
finish
I'm
this
not-
map first.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I know, but
Clearly stopping
it's
at
fun
some
to
point.
run around,
Oh, it is.
and I'm all, as I said, I've basically finished this map.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, especially given that you've got 4,000, almost 5,000 hours into the game. What is your world completion percentage?
Map completion?
Greatest on any character, because I realize it's character.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my goodness, you're kidding me.
No.
You've 100%ed the world?
The main world, yes.
Well, the entire world. I guess, what else would there be?
The core maps. There are extra maps added by the different expansions.
So you haven't completed the maps in, say, Heart of...
I've completed the Heart of Thorns ones. I haven't completed Season 3 or Season 4. But I have completed Path of Fire.
Okay, so Heart of Thorns is Season 3 and Season 4. You're talking about the Living World?
Yes, there were maps added as part of those ones as well, and I haven't done those ones.
Now, are those maps in Heart of Thorns?
Sort of. The Heart of Thorns maps, there's 4 maps that were added specifically as part of Heart of Thorns, and then there were, I don't know how many other maps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6?
Extra damage.
I don't know how many maps were added after that. But yeah, they were added technically as part of Season 3, but they give Heart of Thorns mastery points. So they're
Alright.
sort of part of Heart of Thorns, but they were added after it.
I see.
Because how the story goes is it does your personal story, then Season 1, which isn't playable anymore, then Season 2, which is playable, then Heart of Thorns, then Season 3, then Path of Fire, then Season 4.
Wow, since Season
So they've
1
sort of
Go ahead.
So they've sort of done in between. Oh, I got a black lion key for this map. In between each expansion, they've done a season of story.
Right, so you said that Season 1 was no longer playable. Does that mean any content that I didn't do of Season 1, it's too bad?
Pretty much, yes.
It's over?
That's before they hadn't created the story journal yet. So where the story started being part of instances. Before that, they were open world. That was the Scarlet War.
Okay.
So they were actually in the map, and they were like, sort of like Winter's Day and stuff like that, where they're in the open world.
I'm not sure what you're referring to by Winter's Day, but...
Like the Halloween event.
My strength
You
increases.
were here for, you said. Where there was just active things in like Lion's Arch that you can go and do if you get there at the right time. Like you can do Mad King Says and
yeah,
stuff.
I was here.
There-
I was playing, I think, during that time, but I didn't do any of that content.
Yeah. But if you were here, you had the option of doing so. But if you're not here, like right now, you can't go do that Halloween stuff because it's not active.
Oh, right, I understand.
Yeah. So they had stuff like that. Ooh. I'm going to figure out which one of these dies
Light.
So you actually had to be here at the time to do that part. They've talked about wanting to do turn those into some sort of story journal type, but they haven't really worked on it or figured out how yet.
Control, Shift. Well, that would be neat if they were able to. What is it, H? Okay, hold on. I gotta check this out.
What's Control Shift H? Oh, to get rid of the HUD.
Yeah. I'm lighting these torches, and I just think it's kind of cool sometimes. I'm going to incorporate more and more to integrate a HUDless experience certainly for my role plays. When I get a little bit better, and maybe even start writing some scripts for some United plays. Is that a torch over there? Okay, well, I guess we can, like, doing combat. Ooh, you know what? I can do combat without my HUD. And F, that will take. Alright.
I got a nice... Oh, I didn't get to pick one. That sucks.
Hey, you just got a Black Lion key. Yeah, no.
No, it did... Yeah, it gave me a die set, and normally when you get a die set, you get to pick which one of the dies you want, and it just gave me one, and it was the one I've already got, damn it.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's something
It's like,
that... Go ahead.
it annoys me that I got one I already have, because I know that there are awesome ones in that set.
Oh, right. Well, see, isn't it nice to have things to look forward to?
Yeah.
Yes.
There are so many dies, and they're so expensive.
Well, you don't have to purchase them. I mean, Guild Wars 2, like, many games like it, at least for me, it's more of a game you live rather than play, right? I mean, one something I really like about it is there's so much content that you can literally sort of live another life, you know, sort of Second Life-ish, but because, I mean, here's the alternative, right? Being done, right? Just being done. You've completed. Is that you? I've got my HUD off, so if that's you jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you're done, you're done. It'd be kind of like, you know, I don't know, what I imagine a very boring version of, say, Heaven would be, where there's nothing to look forward to. It's like, when you're done with the game, then you're like, oh, well, that was fun until it was over. So, you know, I'm not interested. I don't want to rush through it, basically, especially with something that's sort of finite, like, although they are coming up with expansions and more content. Willow Walk Groves. This area is just so cool. This whole area, this Sylvari Lands, graphically, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I love the Maguma Forest. No, Maguma Jungle. That's it.
Oh, that's
It's
the
my
whole-
favorite one at the sections.
Oh, really? Okay, I think I've been there before, but it's definitely.
Well, you're in it right now.
Oh, that's. I thought this was Caledon Forest.
No, it's a region. So Maguma Jungle is Caledon Forest, Machuca Province.
Oh, so
I think
need to
it's
back out a
Sparkfly
little bit.
Fen.
So
Yeah, it's like a
Maguma
whole
Jungle-
section.
Yeah, well, I zoom out here on my map, but the biggest thing when I zoom out, I don't see Maguma. Oh, I
Yeah, it
see what you're
doesn't-
saying. Oh, you're talking because you've explored much more of the whole world. This is Heart of Maguma over here. So you're saying that this whole continent, or I'm confused.
No, the continent is Teria.
Right. So,
It
like,
doesn't actually have a label for Maguma Forest,
it
which is a
doesn't,
bit weird.
It is, because if I go over here and go to the left, see it says Maguma Wastes to the north. West.
And it says Kryta over there.
Part of Maguma here, but the largest thing pertaining to the
That's-
area where I am just says Caledon Forest.
Yeah, that's a bit weird that it doesn't have a label for the Maguma Forest. I guess because it's a bit broken.
So you're saying
It's in
that,
pieces.
so Metrica Province, Caledon Forest, the Grove, Radisson.
Yeah, Brisbane Wildlands and Sparkfly Fen
how about-
are all
Do.
Someone has to keep the roots.
the Maguma Forest.
Oh,
Keeping the road
okay,
safe.
wow.
One highly
All right. Well, I definitely like a lot the Caledon Forest. This area right here this is
Yeah,
amazing. This is
definitely.
breathtaking. The colors, the hues, and whatnot. I thought it would be kind of weird because I had started the Sylvari once upon a time. I think when it was, they were in beta, and I could get to play for like
Some twig
48
went
hours. or
traipsing
something.
into the swamp earlier.
Yeah,
I
that was
think
fun.
I tried a Sylvari, and I didn't like it then. I don't know why. Am I no longer able to light torches? I think I missed. I was
If
trying
you
to finish
finished, depends if you finished the hat.
Well, I don't think I did.
You're not in range of it at the moment.
No, I did. That's what I don't want to get outside of, because I was like, you know what? It's really easy to light these torches. So let's go ahead and just light some torches. But I had a feeling I may be wandering away from the area
A little bit.
where it would be. Okay, yeah, I can see the heart. The heart is in sight. Shortly, it should pop up on my map that there are things to be done. Oh, there's-
It should be showing up already. I don't.
Yeah, just-
Oh yeah, there we go. We're at 79%.
Okay. How do you know? Oh,
In the
because
party
in-
screen.
That green bar, that tells you the completion for this area? Like
No, that's my health. If you put the mouse over the little golden heart
Oh, I
next
see.
to it,
Yeah, got it.
it shows a percentage.
Yeah, that's cool. Wow, now see, that's just the kind of thing that, Alright, what else could I be doing here? Light torches, repair signs, and keep the road free of dangers. Well, are there dangers I'm missing here on the road?
You can kill mosquitoes,
there's a
for
warning
it.
sign. Okay, so I repaired that warning sign. Yeah, and then the music just kind of rolls in, all subtle. And should I kill the mosquito larvae? That'll probably help. Yeah. Oh, then I gotta kill them. It's just a really beautiful game. Like I'm just rediscovering it. I'm so glad that I'm kind of taking the time to they gave me. I have probably.
Well, you're at 100% now.
7 tombs of knowledge or tomes of knowledge. Not tombs, tomes of knowledge. A few of which I could just use to become instantly 80. Of course, this character is already 80. Alright. Alright, I just want to see what the heart vendor has here.
Yeah, when I bought Path of Fire, it gave me an instant 80, and I used that on this character.
Yeah, I just really like the. I love the leveling experience on this.
You can count on me.
And also because I wanted to go through the lore and just take my time and all that. I didn't want to be rushed through to.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for your help, friend. We don't have enough patrols to keep the trolls at bay. Patrols to keep the trolls at bay. But with the help of adventurers like you, we can make things a little safer for everyone. Yes, you can. Did all that. Let's see what you've got for sale. None of this stuff is going to be helpful. Mostly what I'm looking for from these vendors is any kind of chef item.
Lion's Archer's Tyrion's
Chef or
greatest hope.
huntsman type special item that, you know, let's see, let me look at my map here. So, can I go any further to the left? I think maybe I can. Let's go see what's over here. Or did I go this whole area already? Probably did. So that's just a pass through. And I'm continuing to hold out hope that I'll find some, oh, you got a mount too. Yeah, I don't have a mount because I need a Heart of Thorns, I guess, right?
Well, Path of Fire is the mounts.
Oh, Path of Fire.
Heart of Thorns is the glider.
Oh, well, just, there's still, what, how much movement, I know what I'm trying to ask. How much movement speed does the glider give? Is it fast as a mount?
Probably none.
None. Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
so that's the glider
Okay, I don't,
by default.
hold on, show it again so my
I'm gonna.
audience can see it. Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, there's some extra stuff you can do with it, and you do get other stuff from thing. Oh, come on!
Oh,
Why can't I do
yeah.
my?
Are you trying to do like a roll, a flip, or some kind of
No,
aerobatic?
there's a no, there's Oh, why can't I do my dodge? It's really weird. If I do dodge while I'm gliding, I'm supposed to stealth, but it wasn't working.
Oh, maybe you need to jump from a higher elevation.
I shouldn't need to, as long as I'm in the air. It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm looking
The
forward
mounts
to
are actually faster though. If you do get Path of Fire, even if you've obviously you've got an 80, even if you haven't finished working on these other maps, it's worth doing the very first part of the Path of Fire story, because you do a tiny bit of story and you get the raptor, and the raptors just makes you so much faster.
Ah, I see. Well, it's kind of almost sad to hear you say that because my understanding from watching actually a Wooden Potatoes
I
video,
shall
or no, it wasn't a Wooden
explore
Potatoes, it was somebody else's, was that Heart of Thorns is a lot more grindy and there's a lot more, I guess it kind of almost sounded like there's a lot more content in Heart of Thorns.
Sort of, but it's also annoying.
That's
Like,
what...
it's really grindy, and it's really like I've finished working on all of the mastery stuff I need to unlock for Path of Fire content, but for Heart of Thorns I just have completely run out of mastery points that I can get. Practically, there's actually 2 that I know of that I can get, but otherwise I'm kind of at loose ends on what to do next over there. Like,
That brings up another question, like, I mean, mounts over it, aren't there some kind of like elite skills or some kind of like super powerful skills in Heart of Thorns that you only get from Heart of Thorns that you don't get in what is it, Path of Fire?
there are some abilities that you get in Heart of Thorns, but you don't need them for Path of Fire.
That makes
Like, they're pretty much only useful in the Heart of Thorns maps, from what I can tell.
I see.
Yeah, I haven't done the season 3 or 4 story sections, so it's possible that you'll need them in like season 4 or something. But yeah, all I'm suggesting is doing like the first story instance of Path of Fire, because that gets you the raptor, and then you can leave and come back here and do whatever the hell you want, but you've got a raptor that means you move faster. So even if you're not ready to do the Path of Fire content, if you have the if you happen to have the expansion, you may as well get the Raptor. It's fine.
Well,
Unless you
this comes around to why I'm sort of focused on this whole contrast between Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire is because presuming I could only get one, I mean, I would get one at a time. If I were only to get one, I guess Heart of Thorns actually came out after this that we're playing right now, right? That was the first expansion, is that correct?
yes, yep.
All right,
It's-
that pretty much
in-
settles it for me. If
Yes, storyline wise, Heart of Thorns is first, and Path of Fire doesn't entirely make sense without it. Like since I had both expansions and I hadn't done season 3 yet, I actually skipped season 3 to do Path of Fire first so I could get the mounts because I really wanted my puppy.
right. Yeah, well,
And I really want to do the season 3, but I kind of got stuck because I was flying solo and I couldn't figure out how to kill this boss.
oh, okay, all right. I see what you're saying. Well,
So I'll
mounts.
get to
I
it
bet-
eventually. But
Yeah, mounts would be great. I don't know if you ever played. I guess I'm supposed to do something with this. It's probably. I'm rolling without my interface right now, so. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wow, what was
That's-
that all about?
it's one of the Gem Store Infinite Crafting tools. They were on that set was on special not long ago, so I bought.
No, that thing that we just. Oh no, was that tool? Was that your animation from your tool? Is that what that was?
Yep.
Oh, okay, all right. I got to see that again next time. I was like, what is that going on?
Yeah, that's what it looks like when it's really over the top. That's what it looks like when I gather herbs and stuff.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah,
There's
I've
lots
seen
of herbs
some
here.
people, I've seen. Oh shoot! You know what? I should put my interface back on, given that I'm looking for herbs. Oh my goodness, there's a garden. Okay, I'm gonna grab this little one right over here first, whatever this is.
Yeah.
Where the heck is it? Should be standing right on top of it. Alright, what is this?
There's one here. Blueberries.
There we go. Lettuce. It's actually lettuce.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'll go. Is that a blueberry garden up there?
This one's blueberries.
Oh, yes, I did.
I've got it set up so that all the lettuce and stuff just automatically has its name showing all the time, so I can see them really easy.
Oh, that's interesting. All right. I bet this garden is.
There's more lettuce over here.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't.
Garden's
really
over
need-
this way.
I'll get it anyways. Lettuce, I think I probably have a ton. Oh, I have to.
I
go
think
get
it's
the
all
row.
lettuce.
Oh,
I think
the
it's all
garden
lettuce.
up there. You think it's gonna be lettuce too? I can see it. I should be able to see it. It is. All right. Whatever.
It's like, oh well. I think of lettuce and chef ingredients pretty much as my rainy day fund. When I need money, I just sell them all.
Yeah.
Especially with the infinite tools. This means,
With the infinite what?
the infinite gather tools.
Oh yeah, I don't have that.
So it doesn't cost me anything to gather them, so I may as well.
Oh yeah. Here we go. That's gotta be one. Oh no, those are onions. Cool. Yeah, I don't have infinite gathering tools. But that's
Yeah,
okay.
that costs real life money.
Okay, I see. Well, no. You can get it on the. Or is it exclusive to real life money? Like you can't buy it on the gem store with gems?
Yeah, no, it's gem store. That's what I mean by real life money. You
Except
can do it
that
with
you
gold,
can-
but
yeah, you can do it with gold. So you don't have.
yeah,
to, you don't have to spend.
then I have less gold.
Wow, that is sounding pretty greedy. Like I want gold and I want money. I
Yeah.
think I'd rather have cash though. Like real world cash is a little more useful. Slightly more useful.
What is it? There's Unbreakable Gathering Tools, 2,400 gems. And those ones don't have fancy animations.
Oh, okay. So those are 2,400 gems. All right, just to
For a full set.
give people an idea here. Let's see if I go to the.
Or it's 1,000 per tool, and those ones do have fancy animations.
1,000 per tool. Huh? Okay, well that's not bad. Hold on, let me see. How do I open the? Oh, it's right up here. Let me just take a quick look at the Black Lion Trading Company. I need to be remembering to look over at my chat too, because I don't want people popping in. I'm a pretty new streamer. I haven't been streaming that long, so. I have not-
So
Gotta get used to looking over at
It's about 700 gold.
700 gold, huh? So if I went to
Pretty
buy
expensive.
Gems, if I went to buy gems here. 800. Oh no, that's to buy gems for money. Wait a minute. Where's the exchange? Currency exchange. Here we go. Alright, so for 250. No, wait. No. 2,000 gems is. Oh wait, 400 gems is 150. I know you did the math on this already, and you just delivered how much it is, but I'm going through it. Okay, I want to look at it to see generally how much. So 400 gems is 115 gold, and you said it's 1,000 for for a fancy one, but one tool. And how much for
Yeah,
just
or
cheap
2,400 for the normal ones,
ones? For like the
so-
whole set? For a whole set of the normal
Yeah.
ones?
with no fancy animations.
Okay, so 2,400, so that would be like a lot of gold. So like, actually about 1,200 gold, right? What, am I doing that right? Yeah, 1,000 gold would more than do it. Yeah, that'd be more than
Yeah, if you look at the thing where it says
500.
1,200 gems, it says 347, and if it's 2,400, that just means twice that. So 3,407 times 2, as I said, about 700 gold. Sorry,
No.
for 2,400.
Right, so 3.5 times 700 gold. Yes, okay, alright, I got it. Alright, so this is just showing up late. So, 700 gold for all for an unbreakable, infinite, harvesting tool, a set of harvesting tools.
Yeah, the ones that I'm using at the moment were actually on special.
Oh,
Week
wait,
or
I wanna
so
see
ago, so that was even cheaper.
Oh,
But they're not on special anymore, sadly.
so they do go on special from time to time. Have you harvested everything
Oh,
in this
yeah.
area already? Did you harvest
Yeah, of
all
course.
this stuff? Well, I figured you did, but I wanted to see the animation again. I wasn't paying attention, so I'm sure
Well-
we'll find more.
Let's go do some mining. There's a mining one over here. All the animations are slightly different.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you get the sense of
Feel
getting your money's
power.
worth. That's
Yeah, I don't really like the axe one, and I do think that the plants one is a bit showy, but they are pretty cool.
okay. Well, you know what? I thought that was I saw somebody gathering at a node, and I thought.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different animation ones.
Well, I thought they were using some sort of spell together. I was like, wow, that's quite an interesting. Let's see, where'd you off to? Where's that node you were talking about?
Over by the waypoint.
The waypoint. Oh, which I didn't get yet. So it's a hermit crab. He's docile, or she. Who knows? Have to lift its little hermit crab spirit there. He probably would not take too kindly to that. All right, let's see here. Okay, so this is the Crate Vein Haven Waypoint.
Where you going?
I don't know. I'm looking for you on my little mini map there, but I don't see you. So
Oh,
I was just running.
I'm a little
Oh.
blue dot.
Oh, yeah, you're right like behind me. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what it was. The reason I wasn't paying too close attention to that little blue dot that was so close to me, was because as a ranger, you know, it shows up as your pet. And like subconsciously, don't like read into this or be weird about it or anything, but I think I was just thinking, oh, that's just something that's with me on anyways.
Yeah,
Alright.
it helps if you zoom in your minimap a little bit more than it is, so you can
Yeah.
actually see the detail instead of the foggy stuff.
Right. I was trying to, because like with the herbs, you can see pretty. Oh, I was right. I just passed it. With the herbs, you can see them from pretty far away with the map zoomed out. So, oh wait, you didn't do it yet, did you? Or did you? Did you do it
Yeah, I
right in
did.
front of me? You did it right in front of me, and I missed. Okay. All right.
Yep.
whatever, okay, that's okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay,
The character sort of
Here's some wood.
hovers slightly and does does sort of a
Okay. Here's a.
Kamehameha looking thing. It is pretty.
There's a. Unless you gathered this. There's wood.
No, I didn't.
Where is it? Okay, okay, hold on. Let me lose my interface here for a second. All right, now this is Oira, and she is going to demonstrate the The animation for the axe. Wait.
Yeah, the Unbound Magic Logging Pulse is what it's called.
The Unbound Magic Logging Pulse. Okay, I should probably stand back a little bit. Given that title. Yes, okay, that's the one that I had seen. Alright. Yeah, that looks really strange. It doesn't look exactly like logging at all. Or axe.
I know.
It
I don't
doesn't
particularly
have-
like that one.
Yeah, it doesn't have any kind of connection with an axe. It looks like some sort of sorcery. That's why I thought somebody was using a spell.
Well, it is technically magic, so. But doing that, these tools also give extra Unbound Magic, which is a currency used in one of the Season 3 maps.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what was I doing here? I think I lost my whole left map. Or wait. There, I got the waypoint. You know what? It's challenging to focus on multiple things at once. Actually, it's kind of. Although I'm in no hurry. Happy Easter, by the way.
Yes, it's Easter Monday for us, and I'm not looking forward to going back to work tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, alright. Let's see. Okay, so there's a part over here. What do we got? Defeat crate, rescue slaves, and put slave remains to rest. Oh boy. Oh, I do like the hover though. See, at least with the glider. Is that a glider? No, that's a mount, huh?
This is the skimmer mount, the third mount you get. You get that supposedly for going over quicksand, but it also works on water.
Ooh, there's a hero point over here. Look at that.
Yeah, it's right down the bottom.
Do I have to go under?
Yeah, it's right at the bottom.
There are probably things that want to attack me down here. Imagine. Okay, yep, there are things that want to attack me. Alright, I gotta use my underwater weapon now. Good. In Guild Wars 2 you have, alright, there's nobody there. I was about to explain. I should be in the habit of explaining these things anyway, but whatever. Alright, down lower, right? Oh, you know what? I almost feel like I remember this. Is it all the way down at
So
the
yeah,
bottom?
yeah, it's all the way at the bottom.
Okay, yeah, I think I might have done this as a when I was playing the. If this was open in the beta, I think it was actually. Okay, crate. Oh, it's a commune point, so it's a simple one, except for whatever's attached.
Yeah, except for this dickhead.
Where is it? Attack.
It's down.
Alright, let's see. We are at the crate altar. The crate have an altar, huh? So their altar is the corroding base of this, whatever this structure is that we're under. That has become their altar. Oh, here we go. We have a little explanation. This dark stone altar has been the site of many crate sacrifices of slaves and rituals designed to appease the crate prophet, who they believe will someday return to flood the entire Tyrian continent. Oh my. That's okay. I guess that's what you would do if you were a crate. I suppose I would do the same thing. Alright. Cool. Appreciate you fending off the madness crate there when I was. Oh, I guess we can go on up. Yeah. So, this is an interesting place. Let's see, we got the waypoint, I think. Oh, there's a slave! Let me free the slave. I guess I'm gonna have to fight the crates to free the slaves. Alright. Ooh, I like the auto attack there. This slave is like running from me. Hey, I'm trying to help you, buddy. Or did you free him? You freed him.
No, he's freed.
Oh, he's freed. Okay.
As soon as you kill the slaver, they're free.
Oh, how about that? Wow, that's deep. Okay. That was actually like almost triply good, or doubly good since we're deep sort of in the water here. Let's destroy this cell. So, what is this endeavor you're so looking forward to? Or maybe we don't want to talk about it. Let's just focus on the Easter Sunday show. I was about to ask you about this endeavor you're so looking forward to
Tomorrow?
tomorrow,
Work.
but yeah, I know.
Just work.
Well, I was trying to be more specific, but then I thought you might want to just not think about it. So then I was like, okay, let's just focus on Easter Sunday.
Yeah. Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate nuts. I'm not a big
Yeah.
chocolate. I'm not a big sugar eater. Oh, I haven't done everything I'm supposed to do. I guess underwater is where it's at.
Pretty much, yeah, for this hat.
It's underwater.
There are some crate on the middle platform thing if you want to be out of the water, but not really.
I don't really mind so much. It's a little bit disoriented, but disoriented.
It's mostly just killing crates.
Well, you mean crate slavers now. Let's be.
No, you'll get credit for killing any crate.
Oh, any crate.
Just his defeat crate.
Okay. It's just special if you kill the slavers, so that crate.
Yeah.
So that the things can squishy. That was the. Oh no. Yeah, that's what we just freed. The squishy. Squishy. Oh no, that's what the heck is that?
It's my pet.
Oh, that's your pet. I'm like, what is that? That looks kind of like a player, but alright. Crush.
No,
them.
I could bring out Jaws instead.
Slaves are full of profits. Yeah, sure. I was reading this dialogue here. It's like these slaves are for the profits.
I'll return the favor.
Yeah, I miss my pet. Definitely. Oh, I didn't even think to ask you or look at what your character is. Are you like a what are you?
I'm a ranger.
A ranger. You're a ranger, of course.
That's why I have a pet.
I know. You know, there's a part of me that just really knew that. I realize it's very obvious, but I don't really know the other classes so well, like Mesbers and all. Like some might be able to summon things, and they just give it a different name other than pets. But yeah.
Yeah, the only one that gets stuff to follow them, other than the ranger, is the necromancer, and they are very obviously not ranger pets, because they are skin and bones and guts and stuff.
Well, can't you also have companions? Like I could have a little Jenna, which would maybe not. It might look like
A mini pet? I've got a mini pet. It's my little spirit tiger.
No, I mean, even if you're not a ranger, like a companion, I guess, like the little mini Jenna, or can only rangers have that? Did you get that? The mini Jenna, a Queen Jenna?
Yeah, I've got no, because everyone can have a mini pet. I've got my
okay.
little mini spirit
Oh.
tiger here.
That's what I was thinking that might be, even though it was huge. The
Yeah, no, I've got my little spirit tiger. Here's my mini pet,
And this is your shark here. Let's take a look.
and that's Jaws.
Jaws. Yeah, that's a perfect name. Did you see that? I take it you saw the
Hmm?
movie. I take it you saw the movie Jaws, did you?
Oh yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
I wasn't gonna name him in Sharknado.
What? Well, who knows? You might be like 13, and not have seen Jaws. I mean, it was like in the 70s. It came out in the 70s. Even though, did they do a reboot or a remake of it? I think they might have.
No,
Alright.
I did kind of enjoy Deep Blue Sea.
I don't think I saw that. Or maybe I did, but I don't remember.
One more kill and you should finish the hat.
Yes, I did. Yeah, you've got these percentages down by now, don't you? Like, I know exactly.
Yeah, well, you're at 97. It would be really hard for you not to finish it.
Yeah, you're keeping better track of it than I am. Alright, wait, we've got a little event here. Oh wait, what's at the very bottom? No, that's the sign for the hero challenge. Alright, I guess I'll go see the heart maybe. The heart. Ooh, point of interest. Hold on. What is this? Hylic? Nah. Ooh, kind of like a Hawaiian. Not Hawaiian, but let's call it frog people.
Yeah.
Like, sort of. Oh, I need to be closer to my axe. I should probably shift back to my bow.
Yeah, I do that a lot, because because the Soul Beast Elite class that I've got, it's me use daggers. Sometimes I'm on my daggers and forget, and then I'm like, why aren't I hitting them?
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh wow, that's cool. Your character looks really cool. That's
Yeah.
actually like super cool. Are you wearing like an outfit, or like a totally synchronized outfit, or are you wearing just dyes and?
It's dyes and Silvari cultural armor.
Okay. Oh, cultural. Oh, I was hearing about that. What's his name was telling me about that, except I don't know too much.
Yeah, each race gets their own cultural armors. 3 sets of them.
Oh wow, that is cool. Holy
Yeah.
wow.
That's one of the Griffin skins.
say? Good day, traveler.
That person has spent a lot of money on those because the skins that they've shown so far are ones you have to buy individually.
Uh-huh.
They're quite expensive.
Alright. Alright, so where's the heart? I gotta go back and check this heart first. I wanna see what they've got. Okay, they're over there this way. I guess I'll go on the planet. Figure out what's going on with these Twi'lek. Suisani? Puchiani? Puchiani? Right up. Well, she's up in the city walls, isn't she?
The hut. No, the hut merchant's here.
Lion Guard Hester. Wow, Hester, huh?
Oh, apparently we freed the Pragan slaves.
I'm sure they appreciate it. Thank you, you've helped save countless lives. I have a few small tokens of appreciation if you'd like to know. I'd be honored. A recipe, Soundless Warhorn. Is that for Huntsman? I think it is. Yeah, I wonder if I have that already. Whatever.
Is the character you're on your huntsman or not?
Yeah, he's a chef and a Huntsman.
Then it will show if you've already unlocked it on that character.
Oh, before I buy it?
You should do.
Oh, actually, there's no way that I would because
I
I'm
served
exploring
lions
this territory for the first time. Alright. But that's cool to know that they would show.
I'm
Right.
pretty sure, yeah.
Well, that makes perfect sense. It's reasonable. Alright, let's see. Soundless Warhorn. Let's deposit it here.
Oops.
So you sound like you're maybe from Australia. You've got a pretty thick, or maybe
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Or New Zealand. I was getting to it. New Zealand. It's in materials. That was my second guess. I mean,
Yeah, it usually is.
Well, it might have been my first guess. I'm ever so slightly, perhaps, more have a greater grasp of geography than. I'm going to go with at least 55% of my native countrymen and women. I think Americans in particular are notoriously known for being very poor at anything happening outside of America.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's a stereotype, I realize, but I can certainly see it being true. Okay, so what was that? Oh shit. I wanted to just look and see if this recipe was new. Oh my god, I haven't done anything with my husband. Alright, we'll figure out what all that is later. Let's see, what did it say? So I know it's Soundless Warhorn. I know it's not going to do me any good on this character, especially at this level. Alright, whatever. Supposed to be, hello there! Welcome to the Infinite Wave. I am exploring Guild Wars 2 with Moira Takari, who is somewhere over there. Oh, there she is. Up there. Moira Takari, or actually the alter ego of Matt Takari. And yeah, just exploring and looking for vanilla beans. Alright, well it doesn't really look like we could get
Oh yeah. Have you seen this? Have you seen my pet on the land? They're from Path of Fire.
oh, this one right here, this cheap one?
Yeah, it's
No,
a
I haven't.
juvenile cheetah.
That's not what I meant to do. Control, check,
He looks. I love him. Looks really cool.
oh wow. Yeah, he
He's
does.
He's completely wrong for the type of character that I'm making because he doesn't do condition damage, but he just looks so cool. And the other one is this guy, who is condition damage.
What kind of damage was the other one?
So this guy's condition, which is really cool. So you might recognize the Fang de Burger from Guild Wars 1.
No, I don't. I
I-
didn't play. I mean, I have the game. I have Guild Wars 1, but I didn't
Yeah.
really get into it very deeply at all. Okay, so this
Yeah.
is Petal. That's like a You put that after another one of your pets, didn't you? The SHHH?
Oh, that's my guild tag.
I chose you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This guy is health. He's vitality and concentration. Cheetah guy.
Cool.
I mean, I'm a condition damage dude, but I'm like, oh my god, I can't put him away. He's so cute.
He is. He's very cool. Actually, I've been most fond of my my Raven, which is not any kind of special pet or anything, but yeah, my Raven seems. I don't know. I like the. Seems to have a lot of damage and a lot of tankiness.
Yeah, the Raven actually gives the same stats as Cheetor.
Let's see here. I guess I want to go forward, straight like to Morgato grounds, and then I want to go. Actually, I want to go straight. What is it? East. I'll go straight east.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to keep track of where you're going, you can always put your personal waypoint on the map, so that you can see.
Oh, how do I do that? Let's see. I open the map. I presume.
Alt click.
So just open the map and alt click somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to go over this alt.
And it'll show on your edge of your waypoint, and on your mini map, so you can keep track of where you're going.
Okay,
It also
actually-
shows to your party members as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Now that's actually just that's copper ore. All right. I realize this is much closer, and I've almost already been here, but I just figured I'd check it out. And then I know what my question is: how do you remove the waypoint?
Either click it or put one somewhere else.
Okay. Got it. All right. So there are no herbs over here, except there is some ore. All right. I guess I'll grab this ore. And I am looking for vanilla beans. That is the quest. The quest is vanilla beans. Just as a matter of fun. And I'm also exploring the Caledon forest. Alright. Give me just a moment. Someone is telephoning. Hello? Hold on just a moment. Go ahead. Okay. So, someone letting me know that they put food for me in the refrigerator. That's wonderful. Okay, I'm continuing hugging the map to the left. My general plan here is to hug the map, look for vanilla beans, and also harvest other. Oh, that's probably underwater, huh? That ore. Is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And to harvest resources while I'm at it. Just to let whoever else that is in the stream know what's going on here. Well, I guess Guild Wars 2 exploration and gathering pretty well coupled.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's kind of cool. I generally don't actually play with other people much. I'm one of those who does not play well with others. No, that's not true. I said I generally don't play with other people. And then I said I'm one of those generally does not play well with others. But that's not
Yeah.
true. That's not true. I do play well with others. I don't know, I just got in the habit of soloing.
Yeah, I tend to end up it's not my preferred way to play, but I tend to end up soloing just because if I want to do dungeons, I hate going with random people, and I don't feel like going to my guild and saying, so, who's going to do dungeons with me? For example, or who's going to help me with the story part that I find really, really hard? Because, makes me feel like a bit of a dick.
You mean when you're in randoms?
No,
Okay, I missed something there. I missed something. I noticed I was diving there for this resource, and I missed something. You were saying you end up... Go
I
ahead.
don't like playing with randoms because it's just like half the time they don't understand what they're doing and they won't listen, and someone runs around in circles doing nothing and the other people run in random directions. It's just not fun.
Okay.
But I also don't like feeling like I'm begging clan or whatever to
help.
do group content. Yeah,
Got it.
because you know, if I see someone in clan going, I'm doing fractals, does everyone want to come? Yeah, I'll do it. But I'm not gonna go. I'm on my own. Can other people fill out my party for me so I can do things? You know?
Why not? What's the point of a guild if you're not going to ask them for help?
I don't know. They're
I'm not
they're doing
exactly sure what I'm
things.
doing here. I just saw this kind of interesting route. Well, I'm not a particularly hurry kind of person, so if you if you need help doing things, I'm just kind of having fun.
No, I fully understand. That's what I do. Just run around, do whatever.
Living in the world. No, but I am level 80. I don't know if I can do like I should be able to help with some stuff. All right, what am I doing here? All right, I got to that. Now I guess I'm sticking to the left. God, this is just so pretty. Yeah, this is my favorite zone so far. I think I'll have to say that Caledon Forest is my very favorite. That's another thing about my pet that I miss for my ranger is they just tank for you, right? And they kill stuff, and you actually can get. Oh wow, this is a cool looking path. Let's see what's up here.
So the elite specialization that I'm doing, which comes from Path of Fire, means that I actually have a button where what happens is I absorb my pet, gain access to some of its stats and some of its abilities. So I can click a button and he becomes part of me.
Oh wow.
Then I can do his growls and his pounces and stuff.
Okay. All right. Now that's
So like he adds health, he adds vitality and concentration to me when I pull him.
So where I clicked on you, I would see opening strike and corruption. Does it show up on your?
I
on
would
your
1
right
sec.
button?
Sorry, I pushed him out again.
And this is
There we
strength,
go.
my friend.
Should be there.
okay. Yeah. So versatile. Merging with a versatile pet has improved your health and concentration. Oh, it doesn't tell you exactly how much it improves your health. I guess
No,
you
it doesn't even tell me that much.
know, well, you can figure it out. Or no.
It does on my
percentage.
pet management screen. It shows it. It shows plus 200 vitality, plus 225 concentration.
So that's a pretty good amount.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's
depending
cool.
on the pet you use, you get a different thing. Like, because as I said, that guy doesn't give me condition damage because he's not a condition damage one. But if I pull in my plant
Oh,
dude,
Okay, I see.
I
So
get
you-
deadly instead.
So you basically take on with that elite. What is it? An elite skill or elite specialization? What's it called again?
Yeah, it's so basically instead of a ranger, I'm now I think it's soul beast. It changes how your class works a bit, but pulling in that guy means I get his toxic spit and stuff.
Dude, all right. I wanted to talk to that dude. but
Adrenaline
he just started
surging.
attacking. So, okay.
He's a hero challenge, so
Yeah, I noticed
if you
that. I was
talk to
gonna-
him,
Yeah, I was gonna talk to him before starting the challenge to see what he had to say.
Yeah.
But then somebody else started attacking him. So, oh well. That's cool. It's
Yeah.
done. Oh wait, maybe I can still talk to him. We must learn from our defeats as well as our victories. Yes, indeed. Thank you for those.
I pretty much only do that, suck the pet in when there's enough people around that I don't need the pet to tank for me. Just like in big boss fights when I'm standing back and I'm not taking any damage, just to increase my damage. But I like that that's an option, that it's a thing that the character can do.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And what did you call it again? I know that I asked you. Elite specialization?
Yeah, when you get to level 80 and you have one of the expansions, or both, you get access to like another trait line. You know what the
Okay,
trait
yeah,
lines
right,
are.
right. So if I
Yeah.
go like here
So-
in my hero panel and then I go like up here.
Under build and then traits. Down the bottom there'll be 2 extra sections that you can't unlock yet. I don't know what they're
down
called
here.
for warrior.
So these are all major traits right here: defense, arms, etc. And if I click on one of those, then I have a total of 5. But you're saying I can unlock with one of the expansions. I can unlock 2 more of these.
2 more sections. So like I've got marksmanship, skirmishing, wilderness survival as my different trait lines, trait sections, or specializations.
So
as
you're
they're
talking
called.
about lines within one specialization. So you can unlock 2 more within one specialization.
No, 2 more whole lines. If you go to the 3rd tab in there, instead of being on weapon skills, if you go to traits and scroll right to the bottom, it should show 2 extra ones that you can't unlock yet.
It doesn't. I have strength, arm, so I have 1, 2,
Learn
3,
to savor
4,
the
5. I have 5 total.
Okay, well, if you had Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns, you would have 2 extra ones, 1 from each expansion.
So you get 1 from each expansion. So basically 1 whole. So these are my.
Yeah, so there'd be 1 whole section
These are my
for each
traits.
thing.
And these are traits. Right?
Yeah.
Traits, specializations and traits are.
Basically the same thing.
I know I'm sounding obtuse. I don't know. Okay, alright. Well, basically, so you get more of this with one. You get
Yeah,
one,
you get
one
extra
more set
ones.
for each expansion.
Yeah. And they, like, each elite specialization, you can only have 1 going at a time. Gives your character an extra weapon that they can use. So that's why this character can use daggers, which rangers can't normally do. And a new sort of skills. So, like, I can use stance skills, which you probably know because that's a warrior thing. Which
Yeah,
rangers
but I
couldn't use
haven't really
before.
trained that. I think I trained, what is it, signets and
Yeah.
something
So
else.
each elite specialization gives you a weapon type you can now use and a skill type you can now use, and sort of changes how your character works a bit. Like, that's how the Mesmer turns into a Chronomancer.
That's
A
interesting.
new
This
place.
waypoint did not show up on my minimap like at all.
Probably because we're right on the edge of a map section, so you didn't have that section showing up.
Cool. So that's another reason right there, ladies and gentlemen, why exploration is fun. The thrill of discovery. You know, you're walking along and you see something and you don't realize, like, you don't expect it, and then there it is. That's pretty cool. Oh wow, I finished the heart. Or no, that's late from the other one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think there's a heart that we haven't done just to the north of us.
Yeah, I want to keep skirting. That bridge looks so cool. I had to cross it, right?
I understand.
had to. I just had to, and I'm tempted to just keep going. Honestly. Oh, okay, all right. I gotta go up there. I gotta see what's up there.
Have you been doing your jumper puzzles as well when you find them?
Oh my god! Don't even bring it up.
You hate those, I take it.
That is, you know what? I love them, but I hate them. You know, I'm sure you know how it is, right? They're just.
Not really? What do you hate about them?
I hate failing. I hate doing it 1,000 times and not doing it. And I don't know if it's. I have a good internet connection, a really good internet connection. And oh wow, this is just so cool. I don't know. I just kind of want to keep. I mean, just look at the lighting and this game.
There's a
is
sun
just-
spot in front of us, yeah.
I know. That's what I'm looking at, and it's just. You know, and I don't even have the game on ultra. I have it like on high. Most of my graphics are on high, but this is. It's just gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
absolutely stunning scenery. I mean, I think it is, and I don't know if it's just this zone or what, but I'm just feeling it today. Like, oh yeah, I fought those before. Not that I'm scared, but.
Yeah, just back away
I
slowly.
kind of backed up a little bit, like, I know, I'm level 80 though. I don't know why I've been acting like that in this zone, because I'm level 80. I'm well over level for this zone. Alright, oh wow, is that another waypoint? It is. Or is it? No, this looks like
No.
some sort of... Okay, what's that? Are the Azura the ones with, like, the technology, the little demure, diminutive, kind of smallish... This
They are
looks
not
like-
demure, but yes.
um,
The little short dudes.
Diminutive.
This is an Azura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Am I misinterpreting diminutive? Diminutive? That is small, right? Diminutive.
Yes,
small.
that is the
That's-
correct word.
Demure means something else, though. What does demure
Yes.
mean? What does it mean?
Shy?
Demure. Shy. Right. They are not demure. They are sort of
No.
condescending, and like
Yeah, cocky
aloof.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Chief Dakiti. Do I want to talk? Why not? I'm standing right here. I was wary of starting a lab at Tengu Outpost, but I must admit, they can supply some very unique research materials. Easy access to local test subjects. Has
Yeah.
also been beneficial. What is going on? Oh, look, I'm asking the question before I even see it. Test subjects? This is great. This is absolutely great to be like actually paying attention to quest dialogue and to be interested in what's going on. Let's see. We're here to study the script. You are now. So these are the Azura, right? This person that I'm talking to right now is
Yep.
Azura.
She is an Azura.
They have their territory off somewhere around here. It's like Radisson is their capital.
Yeah,
Everything has a place
and their
in each
first
galactic
instance is just to the left of this one. Their first map,
Let's
so.
see. Test subjects. We're here to study the script. They're usually dumb, beastly little creatures, but in mass gatherings, they seem to exhibit intelligence far beyond that seen in most races, other than the Azura, of course. You know what that's
Yeah.
That honestly sounds pretty much like every species right on up to human beings, right? Like they're even worse. Their intelligence and their flaws are magnified by their number. Right? Oh my goodness! Somebody actually like followed my camera.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, that was you! Wow, thank you.
I was like, I haven't followed. I should do that. So I clicked it.
Oh, wow. Well, that's cool. Thank you very much.
Oh, look up.
Oh, look up. What do you mean? Oh.
There was a button that said look F to look up. So I'm like, oh, what does that mean?
I'm doing it, but I haven't finished. Let's see. A sign on the device reads spherical cephalic interspecies exoneuro collection engine. There's an image depicting waves emanating from script and traveling toward the device. Oh my god.
Do you notice they've made it so that the spherical thing spells science?
I have actually just noticed
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's clever.
I love all the little stuff they do.
Oh yeah, it's an incredibly intelligent game. That's one of the things I really appreciate about it. I saw actually, I think upon entering this area, there was a series of arrows, sort of ethereal looking arrows pointing vaguely upward. And I walked up to it and it said interact, and it said a series of arrows pointing directly towards the sky.
Oh yeah,
Maybe you
in the
It
in
was-
Matrika Province, there's arrows that point up towards where the big jumpy puzzle is.
Oh, okay, alright. Yeah, it was very funny though. The humor in the game is really,
Yeah,
it's really great. Leave the device.
and there's all
alone.
these little random things that you just don't notice unless you're just like if you just go AFK in a spot for a second and then suddenly you hear NPCs talking.
Oh, right. And I'm really loving like listening to because it's amazing the detail that the things that they say are actually intertwined with the story, right? They're actually talking about the things that are happening in the area, and the voice acting is really, really top notch, and it's just I don't know,
Yeah.
it just feels really. I don't know. I'm just really having a good time with it.
There's a Char, I think it is, in Lion's Arch in one of the areas, who is complaining about how new island Lion's Arch just doesn't have the soul of old Lion's Arch, and I'm like, damn right, NPC, damn right.
Okay, all right, because you were playing when there was when it was cold.
Yeah.
Now, is that from Guild Wars 1 or is that from like did something
No.
change? Oh no, it's changed since the release of this game.
Yes, season 1 in the Scarlet War, Lion's Arch got destroyed, and there was a whole event thing that happened where we were rescuing survivors and fighting off Scarlet's minions, including a big boss fight over the top of Lion's Arch. And after that, for a while, basically Lion's Arch was moved to Gundaren Fields, into the
Oh, was there like a
The-
camp? Was there something having to do
Yeah,
with like, you come
and,
through
like-
a portal and there would be people camped out, like refugees or something like that? And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I actually participated in that, I guess, to some
Yep.
extent.
over in the Vigil Keep is where pretty much everything went, including the Mystic Forge, until they rebuilt Lion's Arch into what it is today.
Alright, so now I have a really great question for myself. For myself to have answered. It might be for viewers too, but speaking of which, wow, this would be a really long YouTube upload. I should maybe restart the stream. Yeah, normally I make them like an hour long. I think I've gone past that a bit, but okay, my question: is there something I can look at, like either in my hero panel or maybe either in just something, maybe story journal, that would tell me how much of like living? Okay, so I see Living World Season 2 Is it going to tell me how much I've completed, if anything? Well, I completed that event that I just mentioned of Living World Season 1. I want to know how much I've done. Like, did I finish that content or not?
No,
I did not.
you can't tell.
Oh, I can't tell.
Not season 1. Maybe
I
under
see here in
achievements?
well, no, I see here under Story Journal, I do see, so the first thing I see is Forging a Legend. The great blah, 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 all that. That's with my personal. I think that has to do completely with my personal story. And I see Scarlet's War here.
Scarlet's War is
Wait a
season
minute.
1.
I have Scarlet's War, and then it says Season 1 History Lesson. Okay.
Yeah, I
wait
think
a
that's
minute. But I
just
also
sort of
have
a cinematic.
I have a Begin This Story icon. It actually lights up like I can click Begin This Story, Scarlet's War.
Yeah, but I think it's just sort of maybe you visit NPCs and talk to them. I think there might be a cinematic involved. It's not you.
So I won't actually
I don't know.
obtain anything from. Well,
No.
I guess I'd have to try it to be sure. I'm not going to do it right now.
Oh shit!
Maybe that'll be another. What's going on? Are you getting killed?
I accidentally clicked continue the story.
Oh, did you? Oh, what did it say?
It's fine. It doesn't. Let's find out.
Hold on.
History lesson. We have a saying in the German priory, remember the past so you may shape the future. With that in mind, I've been conducting interviews and collecting historical information on Scarlet Brer and her war against Turia, starting in 1323 AE. I've prepared a summary of my research for you. It covers the major events of her campaign leading up to the final attack on Lion's Arch. Meet me in Lion's Arch when you can. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Magister Elia McKay.
All right, you were able to read all that when you clicked on.
It sent me a mail.
Scarlet's War. Oh, it sent you a mail. Well, I wonder if it did. It probably did me too, and I'll read that later since you just read it.
If you hit continue story, it says that, and then you're supposed to go see her in Lion's Arch.
Okay.
And
You know
she'll
what?
do
That
whatever
gives
she
me a
does.
whole nother idea for a whole nother series, a whole nother YouTube series. Then where I'll just focus on. Yeah, I'll focus on going through the Living World series and like what's that all about. I'll learn myself because I really don't know.
Yeah, going through the whole story, there's so much content there, especially if you're doing it, slowly and paying attention and stuff. It just takes, there's so much there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a well. That'll give me plenty of content, won't it? Plenty of different.
Like, I don't remember what you said earlier, but in my head I was like, yeah, that question is answered in the story, so I'm gonna shut my face.
Oh, it's an answer. No, wait. You're talking about like giving me a spoiler? I missed.
Yeah, I didn't give you a spoiler.
You didn't give me a spoiler. Okay, that's cool.
No.
All right. I was talking to somebody here, and I wanted to get more information on this. So I'm gonna focus here for a second. All right. Actually, what I want to do.
It's like, I will answer direct questions, but if it's a spoiler, I'll say I can't answer that or something, and then you can decide if you want to know.
I really, really appreciate that, actually. I'm going to pop out of the game for just a moment here because I'm actually restarting my stream just so that it's a little bit easier. Just for whoever else is in the stream, I will be right back. I'm just restarting the stream.